Hey, Raiders fans! We're back with an exclusive video and the latest updates on our beloved Las Vegas Raiders. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. That way, you'll always stay up to date with breaking news and exclusive content. There's been a surprising stir in the NFL world, especially around the Raiders camp, after comments reportedly made by none other than Pete Carroll, the seasoned head coach known for his sharp eye and candid takes. Word is, Carroll recently voiced some pretty strong opinions about one of the Raiders' young talents, Shedrick Jackson. The rumor mill suggests Carroll was quite taken aback by Jackson's technical level, expressing that the player's performance or skill set seemed alarmingly below what's expected at this stage. For a coach with decades of experience like Carroll, who has seen countless rookies and veterans rise and fall, this kind of remark is bound to generate buzz, raising questions about Jackson's future with the team and his overall development. Fans and insiders alike are buzzing, wondering if this means Jackson might be facing a tough road ahead, or if this is just a momentary assessment that could change as the season progresses. Could Carroll's surprise be an early warning signal or just a candid, motivational push from a coach who's known for pushing players to their limits? The story, as it's unfolding, hints at deeper layers to the Raiders' training dynamics and what might be happening behind closed doors in practice sessions and meetings. It's got everyone speculating about what exactly triggered Carroll's reaction and what this means for Shedrick Jackson standing in the squad. The narrative around Shedrick Jackson's development takes on a new dimension when you consider Pete Carroll's reputation for nurturing talent and turning potential into performance. Carroll isn't just any coach, he's a strategist, a motivator, and someone who's never shied away from calling out shortcomings when he sees them. The buzz is that Carroll didn't mince words when addressing Jackson's technical ability, suggesting that it might be lagging behind the standards expected of a player in the Raiders system. This is particularly noteworthy because Carroll has a history of transforming players, but his surprise here might indicate that Jackson's issues run deeper than mere adjustment periods or rookie jitters. Some insiders speculate that Carroll's comments reflect a serious concern about Jackson's readiness to compete at the NFL level, raising questions about whether the coaching staff might reconsider his role or workload in upcoming games. On the flip side, there's chatter that this could be a tough love tactic from Carroll, designed to spark a mental and physical awakening in Jackson, pushing him to elevate his game. Either way, the rumor has put a spotlight on Jackson, whose journey might become one of the most closely watched stories in the Raiders locker room this season. It's interesting to ponder why Pete Carroll, known for his usually measured and strategic communications, would openly express such a level of concern over a player like Shedrick Jackson. Speculations are swirling that the Raiders coaching staff might be facing some internal dilemmas related to Jackson's training progress and how it aligns with the team's broader tactical plans. Carroll's reaction might not just be about raw skill, but could point to more nuanced issues like Jackson's adaptability to the playbook, his technique and execution, or even his mental approach to high-pressure situations. Rumors are also hinting that this might have been a private conversation leaked to the media, fueling the fire of debate among fans and analysts. The underlying suggestion is that Jackson's struggles might be more visible and concerning to the coaching staff than previously understood. This could lead to a reassessment of how the Raiders develop their younger players, especially when a high-profile coach like Carroll sounds an alarm. Some insiders speculate that this situation could become a turning point, either propelling Jackson to work harder or possibly putting his place in the roster under threat. If improvements aren't seen soon, the potential fallout from Pete Carroll's candid remarks about Shedrick Jackson has triggered an intense conversation in NFL circles about talent evaluation and player development. The rumors suggest that Carroll's surprise wasn't just about a single performance, but rather a pattern he's observed during training sessions. This raises the question, could Jackson be struggling to transition from college-level play to the professional demands of the NFL? Carroll's experience tells us that bridging this gap isn't always easy, and his concern may hint at bigger challenges Jackson faces in mastering the intricacies of the Raiders system. Some insiders think that this could result in a shift in how the Raiders manage their roster moving forward, possibly prioritizing players with a more polished skill set while Jackson tries to catch up. On the other hand, there's talk that Carroll's bluntness might be a strategy to shake Jackson out of complacency, a call to action that only a tough coach would deliver. If this is the case, fans should watch closely to see if Jackson's performance shows a sudden upswing in response to this pressure. The unfolding drama could be a defining narrative in the Raiders season, and a crucial test of Jackson's resilience and potential. There's also chatter that Pete Carroll's remarks might reflect broader concerns within the Raiders organization about their talent pipeline and how young players are groomed. If Jackson, who was expected to be a promising asset, is falling short of technical expectations, it could signal systemic issues in scouting, coaching, or player support. The rumor is that this might prompt a behind-the-scenes review of how the team evaluates raw talent and converts it into NFL-ready skill. Carroll's reaction might be the tip of the iceberg, with more evaluations and internal debates possibly underway. This scenario adds a layer of intrigue because it implies that the Raiders could be on the verge of making significant changes to their player development strategies. Some speculate that this could include bringing in new coaching expertise or adjusting training methodologies. For Jackson, the pressure might intensify as he tries to prove that he's more than just a cautionary tale. The spotlight on his technical skills and the doubts cast by Carroll might become a rallying point for him, or it could foreshadow tougher times ahead. Either way, this rumor is making waves and leaving fans eager for the next chapter in Jackson's NFL journey. The speculation around Pete Carroll's surprising take on Cedric Jackson has also sparked debates about the coaching philosophy at the Raiders. Carroll, known for his dynamic and often aggressive coaching style, rarely backs down from confronting hard truths. The buzz is that his shock over Jackson's technical level could reflect a mismatch between the player's abilities and Carroll's expectations for discipline and precision. This tension might reveal cracks in how the Raiders integrate younger talent into their high-octane system. Some insiders suggest that Carroll's remarks could push the organization to reconsider not only Jackson's role but also the overall strategy for blending veterans and rookies. The rumor mill is filled with theories about whether Carroll's critique was a one-time outburst or part of a larger, ongoing coaching dialogue focused on elevating the entire squad's skill level. Fans and analysts alike are watching closely, as this situation might expose deeper questions about leadership, patience, and the balancing act of developing talent while chasing immediate results. It's a situation ripe with potential consequences, both for Jackson personally and for the Raiders' approach to building a competitive team. Adding another layer to this swirling rumor is the possibility that Pete Carroll's comments were less about outright criticism and more about managing expectations around Cedric Jackson. Sources hint that Carroll might have been using this as a wake-up call, a way to frame the challenges Jackson faces in a brutally honest light without fully writing him off. The speculation is that Carroll's surprise might stem from a mismatch between the hype around Jackson and the reality seen in training. This gap could lead to recalibrated goals for the player, focusing on incremental improvements rather than immediate stardom. Some insiders think that Carroll's approach might actually be a sign of faith and indication that the coach sees potential but knows that a steep learning curve lies ahead. This rumor adds a nuanced perspective, suggesting that the public should not jump to conclusions about Jackson's future just yet. Instead, it frames this moment as part of a longer narrative of growth, where setbacks are expected and overcoming them is part of the process. This interpretation makes the whole saga more about resilience and less about failure. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Las Vegas Raiders. And don't be shy, drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Meanwhile, there's a growing buzz that this unexpected critique from Pete Carroll might impact team morale and dynamics within the Raiders locker room. The rumor is that Jackson's teammates have noticed the coach's unease and are quietly rallying around the young player to support his development. This behind-the-scenes camaraderie could be crucial for Jackson as he navigates the intense scrutiny sparked by Carroll's remarks. Some insiders speculate that this situation might foster a stronger sense of unity or, conversely, increase pressure on Jackson to prove himself quickly. The narratives emerging from the locker room suggest a mix of empathy and realism, with players understanding that professional football is as much a mental challenge as it is physical. Carroll's reputation for building competitive but cohesive teams means he'll likely manage this situation carefully to avoid any lasting negative impact on team chemistry. Fans might see more encouraging stories about mentorship and hard work as the Raiders try to turn this potentially divisive moment into a motivational one for Jackson and the entire squad. There's also speculation that the media's focus on Pete Carroll's comments could influence the public perception of Cedric Jackson, potentially shaping how fans and analysts view his performance moving forward. The rumor is that the narrative might swing between seeing Jackson as a struggling talent or a player on the verge of a breakthrough, depending on how the story develops. This media pressure could be a double-edged sword, motivating Jackson to elevate his game or overwhelming him with expectations that feel too heavy to bear. Some insiders suggest that the Raiders' PR team might step in to manage the messaging, emphasizing Jackson's work ethic and potential to balance out the negative impressions. Meanwhile, fans on social media are already debating the validity of Carroll's surprise, with some defending Jackson and others questioning his readiness for the NFL spotlight. This evolving story is becoming a microcosm of the challenges young athletes face in high-profile sports, where every word from a legendary coach like Carroll carries significant weight and can ripple through the entire community. The rumors don't stop there. There's talk that this situation could have strategic implications for the Raiders' game plan this season. If Carroll's assessment leads to doubts about Jackson's technical readiness, the team might adjust his playing time, shifting responsibilities to more seasoned players while Jackson focuses on honing his skills. This potential adjustment could affect how the Raiders structure their offense or defense, depending on Jackson's position and role. Some insiders believe that this could be a deliberate tactic to protect the player from premature exposure while giving him space to grow away from the public eye. On the flip side, it might also mean that Carroll is preparing the team for a tough season where immediate results take precedence over player development. This rumor suggests that Jackson's journey might become a case study in managing young talent under pressure and balancing short-term needs with long-term potential. As the season unfolds, the Raiders' decisions around Jackson could offer valuable insights into their coaching philosophy and overall team strategy. Finally, the ongoing chatter about Pete Carroll's reaction to Shedrick Jackson underscores a broader theme in professional sports: the delicate balance between expectation and reality. The rumors paint a picture of a coach confronting the unpredictable challenges of molding raw talent into elite performance, and a player caught in the crossfire of those high stakes. Carroll's surprise might be a momentary expression of frustration, a candid glimpse into the relentless demands of NFL coaching, or the beginning of a transformative journey for Jackson. Whatever the truth behind the rumors, this episode highlights how quickly narratives can shift in the high-pressure world of professional football. It also reminds fans and followers that behind every headline lies a complex story of effort, growth, setbacks, and potential redemption. For Shedrick Jackson, this might be just one chapter in a longer career marked by perseverance and learning. For Pete Carroll and the Raiders, it could be a defining moment that shapes the future of the team and the players they invest in. The story is far from over, and all eyes will be on how it unfolds in the weeks and months ahead. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Las Vegas Raiders, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.